Coach Cristian Stellini. We will start with the broadcast section that's got no embargo, followed by an embargoed section. As always, no live tweeting during the broadcast section and phones on silent, please. It's clearly very busy in here today, so we won't be able to get through everybody, but if you could just respect your colleagues and just ask a couple, 2 or 3 questions each, that would be much appreciated so we can get through as many as we can in the time we have. Obviously, there's one topic in particular that we won't be able to answer for legal reasons. And just a reminder that we're obviously here to preview the Everton game. So, James, would you like to start us off for Sky, please?
Hi, Cristian.
Hi.
Just how difficult and chaotic have the last 2 weeks been?
A bit chaotic, absolutely a bit chaotic, but we have a big shoulder to consider this type of situation. And we had an international break, and that helped because we had time to think about everything, and then the club, every one of us has to take a decision, and the decision was taken for the best of everyone.
Does Tottenham feel like a club in crisis at the moment?
No, it's not a club in crisis, absolutely not, because everyone take the decision for the best, and when you take the decision and you follow the process, you are not in crisis. And if you have some matters, we have to be compact, and we have to stick together and go ahead and continue and move on and play the match, because for us it's important to play matches and try to win matches and show our desire. This is what we do normally. We can be not aware of the decision that the club take, but we can be focused only on the pitch, and this is our job, and so we are not confused. We are focused on our job.
How is Antonio, and how does he feel about you taking the club until the end of the season?
I want to clarify that the decision was taken for the best of the club and from everyone. So the decision was taken from everyone, and Antonio is good, and so everyone take the decision all together for the best of the club. And my relationship with Antonio is still the same, and is very close, and nothing changed between me and him. And I have to say thanks to him also, because I improve a lot in my career, like until now, and this is why I improved. Is Antonio. Antonio for me is important, and I do the best for him until now, and I do the best for him from now to the end of the season.
Was there a lot for you to consider when it came to the decision to take the club for these 10 matches?
It's an important job. I feel responsible. I take the responsibility, but I have to say that I'm ready to do it, and I feel that I can do it because I was here before, and we have to follow the process and the job we did in the past.
And finally for me, what is the latest on an injury front? Hugo Lloris has been in training this week. Will he be available to start on Monday?
Hugo Lloris has been in training since last week, so he's training also this week with the team. Obviously, we didn't have the team until Wednesday, because they came back day by day from the national team, so we train much more with the academy player, but Hugo is fitting well, so we have to take decision to the keeper.
Thanks, James. Jake?
Hi, Cristian.
Hi.
When the decision was made for Antonio to leave, I think because you worked with him a lot in the past, I think most people assumed that you would also go with him. How come you decided then that you wanted to stay on?
Yes, I spoke with Antonio and the club, spoke to each other. They take decision together, and they let me know. I was aware on this in that time during that moment, and they called me and they said that okay, the decision is taken, and if you agree with us, you can do it. And I had no problem to say yes, and because everyone agree, it's a mutual agreement between the club and Antonio.
And once we get to the end of this season, whether you stay here or go somewhere else, do you see this now maybe your next step for you is to be a manager?
Is the next step to work hard for the next 10 games. This is what I'm focused on, and nothing has to change in my mind, because I'm not here for vanity. I'm here to do my job.
And obviously you've taken charge of this side before when Antonio was ill. How do you make it though now you're the manager? How do you make it your team?
Is probably I have to be myself. Like I said, when I was in charge with Antonio, in the time that Antonio had the surgery, I used myself, my character, my behave to manage the team, and we will see what happened during the process. We had no many days to have all the team, because we started this morning, to have all the team together, and we prepared the next game. We had a good session in the training, and we prepared the next game following what we did in the past. But also in the past, I have to be honest, and we prepare some changes also tactically, so we can do it. We are following what we did.
And what then do you think are the aims for you and the team between now and the end of the season?
Sorry?
The aims between now and the end of the season?
Nothing changed. In my opinion, nothing has to change. We have to... I know very well the player, and we had many opportunity to know each other, to know and to speak many times. So I feel that I'm here because we were tight, we were together, we used to be stick together in the past, and we have to do it again. Only this.
I just want to ask you one question about then Everton, your first game that you have on Monday. They've seen an upturn in their form since Sean Dyche became the manager. What kind of game are you expecting there? How do you go about trying to get a result?
Yeah, since when Sean Dyche would be the manager, new manager, they change a lot in the result, a lot in the type of approach in the game. But we know we faced Sean Dyche with Burnley last season 2 times, and we know very well that will be tough, because now they play a style of football that we have to be aware to face Monday, but we know also that we have a good squad, a big squad, a good team, player that can do the best, and they can try to win the game.
Thanks, Jake. Ian?
Cheers. Hi, Cristian. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Can I take you back to Southampton? Did Antonio Conte discuss with you what he was going to go and do in the press conference? And if not, what did you think at the time?
Antonio said what he felt in that moment. Antonio said what he felt in that moment, and I, of course, we were not happy in the end of the game in Southampton, because we won 3-1, and we thought that we can reach that result until the end of the game, but the game changed, the power of Southampton increased, and we considered 2 goals, we draw the match, and so I think everyone was unhappy in that moment, and Antonio as well. And we obviously we spoke, but Antonio said what he felt in that moment. Now is another moment, and I don't want to discuss about what Antonio felt in that moment, because I think all the team felt disappointment in that moment.
Do you see this as an audition for you maybe getting a job full-time next season, or is it just till this season and then you'll go somewhere else?
I don't want to think about this. I'm very, very focused, like we said to the player, on the next 10 matches. It's not important what I think, what I have in my mind. It's important what I think and what I have in my mind. Playing the next match, working on that, and that's it. No, absolutely no.
The fans were unhappy this season with the playing style. I think a lot of them thought that it was boring and it wasn't the Tottenham way in attacking. Are you going to change the style of play in terms of being more attacking, more on the front foot?
I have to disagree on that, because in this moment, if you think that we draw in Southampton and some result in the last month was not good, obviously the fans are unhappy. This is normal, but we cannot say this about all the season, because there are many matches the fan enjoyed a lot, and they were with us. It's important that now we bring the fan with us, and we expect that the fan stay with us, because in this type of moment we need to bring the fan with us, and the fan has to be with us, with everyone, with the club, because we are a club and they are our club. They are an important part of the club, and we expect that the fan support the team, because we are all together.
Last one from me. You talk about bringing the fans together. Do you need to bring the dressing room together? We had Richarlison come out yesterday and defend himself against comments which were unfair against him from a newspaper or website, what have you, saying he led a mutiny against Conte. I mean, are players all together? Are they all looking around the dressing room thinking, well, were you really behind?
This is only speculation. This is only speculation. It's not reality. This is not reality. This is what I feel. You said about Richarlison, but this is only speculation. I know very well that the media sometimes need gossip, need to have gossip news. I'm not here to play this game. I'm here to say this is speculation. I want to say to the fan, because you don't have to follow the speculation news and gossip news. The reality is the pitch for us, only that.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Ali?
Congratulations, Christian. You mentioned about tactical changes that you might be making. Are you maybe going to change the formation? Only thinking that wing backs have not got a lot of fit ones, that's all.
Yeah, we have some injuries, and we have to be careful in the decision. I mentioned before that we prepare some changes in the past, like to change something in the tactical aspect. We were working on that, and we want to continue to work not only in one way, but sometimes to change some details in the game, thinking about the opponent we have to face, and we want to continue on that. We need maybe all the players ready to play the game. In this particular moment, we don't have many wing back ready to play, so we have to be aware on that, and to take care to don't make a wrong decision.
Is Ivan Perisic out or not? Obviously, we saw him coming off.
Ivan Perisic is fitting well and trained today. He was only a kick. He considered with the national team, and so he trained this morning with us.
And just lastly for me, when people look back on this 10-game period, what do you want people to say was the Cristian Stellini Tottenham Hotspur? What do you want them to remember you as?
I would like to have the same atmosphere we had in the game we played at home against Chelsea, against West Ham, against Man City. This is the type of game we want to play. It doesn't care if I mentioned 2 derby and 1 important game against City. It doesn't care the opponent. It's important our approach, our behavior. This is what this is my expectation, and this is what I speak with the player about. We have to show the desire we showed in that moment, and I want to see a player that move into the pitch with an idea and attack the space with the desire.
Excellent. Okay, we've got Charlie and then finish with George, please.
Christian, I just wondered, you mentioned there about the Conte's press conference after the Southampton game, but to what extent did you agree with his assessment of the players about them lacking desire and that sort of thing?
I repeat, he said what he felt in that moment. It's not important if I agree or not. I don't. I'm here. There is a line between what I did in the past, like an assistant, and this moment. Now I'm focused on this moment. It's not important what happened from now, because if I have to think about the past, I miss something for the future, and I don't want to miss anything from the future. And that line, I overcome that line in the moment they called me to say, okay, now you are the head coach. So this is only what Antonio felt in this moment, and he said what he felt.
So do you see the right attitude and approach from the players?
Now,
Yeah.
yes, I see the right attitude. I see we are compact. I see the player, they stick together with me and all the staff, because we don't have to forget that we are here. I'm here, but I have with me Ryan Mason and all the staff.
And just like, can we just get a full injury update? Is there anything else, anyone else who's unavailable that we should know about?
Yeah, the players are unavailable are the player with like Emerson with he had a surgery. Bissouma is not ready to play. Bentancur obviously is not for all the season able to play, and we have Richarlison with problem. He's not training with the team, and Ben Davies and Sessegnon are pushing to recover. They are not ready, but they are pushing to recover as soon as possible.
George, finish us off, please.
Hi, Christian.
Hi.
Antonio's so passionate about his job. How was he when you had that first conversation with him after the decision was made, or have you not spoken to him since that decision?
No, I spoke with Antonio in that moment. I spoke with Antonio after. It's like in this type of situation, obviously he lived his life in the job with passion, and he showed passion in every moment. So he's passionate. Is Antonio, and for me, it's easy to say that he was also lucid in the decision, because the decision was taken between him and the club. It's a mutual agreement, so they needed time to find the right solution, and they took the decision.
And obviously, when you were in charge before, it was a joint sort of management. You and Antonio were both making decisions. You'd obviously go to him for advice. For this next 2 months, you obviously can't go to him for advice, or can you still speak to him and ask him to solve problems together?
No, obviously, no. This is not the time that I have to. The advice that I can have is what I learned from Antonio. That is very important. Learning from him, because it's a long time we work together, and I learn a lot from him. So I have to bring this with me, and for that reason I said that I have to say thanks to him.
Just finally for me, how important are Tottenham's leaders, Hugo Lloris, Harry Kane, during this period? And have they spoke to the group? Now everyone's back together, I think today.
Have they who?
Have they spoke to the group of players? Now everyone's
Yeah, we met this morning, for the first time with all the team, we spoke all together, and the players are in the dressing room all together. They can speak, but we need. It was important to speak all together because everyone needed to be clarified, and I need to clarify all the situation we had in the last week. But we were in contact during that week, and the players were with the national team, focused on their match, but they were also focused, obviously, on what happened here. But now we met, we spoke, we clarified everything, and I felt that the players are ready to be together and to fight together like a proper team.
Thanks, George. Okay, we'll end the broadcast section there, please, and move on to the embargoed section for 10:30 p.m. on Sunday. Who wants